everyone, and welcome to the MLB The Show 25 franchise. With opening day yesterday, I decided to start a new franchise, do something different. This should be probably a different pace kind of vibe to the Madden franchise. And if you enjoy this, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share. And before anyone asks, the Madden 25 franchise will be continuing probably 2 episodes a week instead of the normal 3. I wanted to do something different and hop on MLB because I've heard some changes, especially to free agency this year in franchise. And I've always wanted to do an MLB The Show franchise. So let's start anew. We're going to be using the live rosters with injuries, and we are going to be using the formerly Oakland Athletics. And let's get into it. Everything here is going to be default. We'll have DH, extra inning runner. We'll have 4 straights off. Keep the budget on. CPU training. Trading will be on. It will not control the rosters. And then all this other stuff we will keep true. And then everything will be manual for us. And we'll skip custom game and head to the regular season. And we will go through the roster. All right, so let's go through the roster. We'll start with the depth chart to make this a little bit easier to go through. And let's start with the pitching rotation. And it starts with the second year now starter, Osvaldo Bido. See potential, 29 years old, second year as a starter now, 16 games, 9 starts last season with a 3.41 ERA. Hopefully he can develop decent attributes, and I mean, we have to find pitchers from somewhere. The A's in real life signed Luis Severino from the Mets, who really got better last year after tipping pitches a lot in 2023. Decent attributes, but 31 years old, B potential. How much can he continue to grow? Probably not much at all. Brought in Jeffrey Springs from Tampa Bay. Again, B potential, 32 years old. He probably won't be growing a whole lot, but again, as a Raid, good numbers overall. And then JP Sears was a former Yankees prospect, traded over in 2022. Good numbers. C potential at 29 years old. And then Joey Estes also there. And in the bullpen, we have Mason Miller, obviously a top 5 closer in the game. Was, I think, 4th in Rookie of the Year voting. Brought in Jose Leclerc from Texas, who, again, good numbers as a Ranger for 2 straight years before having a rough 2024. Tyler Ferguson, Mitch Spence, Michelle Otanez broke out last year as a rookie. This will actually, I believe, be his full rookie season. I don't think he's used his rookie eligibility yet. But again, good numbers with C potential. Ken Waldichuk, another former Yankees prospect. C potential, 27 years old. He's going to start in the pen. He's, in real life, Tommy John on IL, but that injury didn't load, I guess. TJ McFarland and Noah Murdoch was a Rule 5 guy. So let's go to the position players and start at catcher. Shaylin Galeers is the former Braves prospect. B potential, still at 27 years old. Final year before arbitration. And again, really good numbers for a catcher. A 738 OPS last season. OPS in his career now over 700 with 29 home runs. This is a team looking for, as a rebuild, we got to be finding cornerstones. He should be one of them. We'll go to our best player on the team, Brent Rooker at DH. Was an all-star last year, still A potential at 30 years old. Cannot play the field, obviously, but maybe he'll get some days out there if we give some rest days. He is just outstanding. Last season, in his all-star campaign, an OPS over 900 with 39 home runs and an average near 300. Then, obviously, if we're talking about our best players, it's Lawrence Butler as well. B potential, 24 years old after his rookie season, where he had an OPS over 800, hit 262 with 22 homers, 18 steals. These attributes are only going to get better. He can play anywhere in the outfield. Probably going to stick up or keep him in right. Probably not a right center fielder. He has just been outstanding. He should continue to grow. It just gets rough the rest of the way. Start with Tyler Soderstrom. First base, he does have catcher flexibility. B potential at 23 years old. Should continue to get better. Defense doesn't necessarily matter. And then the numbers last year is 744 OPS, which is pretty good. That's still above league average. Is he one of the cornerstone players? I don't know. He's still got to do a lot of growing to get there. Middle infield starts with Zach Geloff, the second year in the majors for his full year last year, 138 games with a 632 OPS with decent defense. It's a silver shield in this game. You need him to develop as a hitter. He will likely, for the moment, looks like he's projecting as a platoon guy. Then at shortstop, we have a prospect in Jacob Wilson. Got the call this year as a rookie starter. I believe he is on the lineup on opening day this season. Good contact for a rookie. He was drafted 2 years ago. Below average defense, probably around 50 is probably not where you want it. At shortstop, does he move? Doesn't have the secondaries for it, but he probably isn't going to stick at shortstop with us. Did play a little bit last year in the majors. 629 OPS and 100 plate appearances. Again, he's probably maybe moves to second or third. Gio Urshela is at third. Start opening day. Longtime veteran, 33 years old. Decent hitter. 1-year deal with the A's after some time with the Angels. And then obviously Max Muncy in real life made the opening day roster, so he's going to make our opening day roster as well. He probably won't start for us. We'll probably have obviously Urshela out there and Geloff. Geloff in real life is on IL. Let's round out the outfield. J.J. Bleday, be potential 27 years old. Decent fielder in center field and decent hitter as well with an OPS at 761. That is, you take that at left-handed bat. Better against righties. Contact isn't there against lefties, and he still has room to grow. And finally, Seth Brown at 32 years old. And again, decent hitter, a 662 OPS. That's below average, but 32 years old. Don't know how much he's going to develop. He is definitely more of a platoon guy. So let's go over the starting rotation. We are going to keep that to how it is in real life, and currently in real life, it is Luis Severino starting opening day. Then Jeffrey Springs will start the second game, then Osvaldo Bido, JP Sears, and then Joey Estes, with this being our bullpen, 8 bullpen arms currently. And then finally, our lineups, we'll set those. Obviously, we have DHs. And in real life, Lawrence Butler leads off. And obviously, I believe, he's really good. We're going to have our best players at the top of the lineup. I love Jacob Wilson. He cannot bat in the top half of the order. We'll have Rooker batting second again. Best hitters will get the most at-bats in real life. Then it's J.J. Bleday. Shea Langoliers cleans up. Miguel Andujar will bat fifth in left field for us. Again, he's more of a lefty guy. I don't know, maybe he platoons in real life. Soderstrom bats sixth at first base. Left fielder Seth Brown here. I think he gets start against righties, and I'll probably go Andujar against lefties. We'll deviate from real life here. Then batting seventh is Gio Urshela. Zach Geloff will bat eighth, and then Jacob Wilson will bat ninth. We'll probably bump this up. It'll probably be Geloff fifth, Seth Brown eighth. These spots can move. I don't know yet. We'll go over specifics later. But yeah, that is kind of where we're at with the starting lineup. We'll have Jacob Wilson in. We'll give Max Muncy some starting time. Obviously, Wilson cannot play every day. And then against lefties. We are not going to be starting a leadoff hitter against lefties. I think it's not really worth our time. I think 8 batters is enough to score enough runs to win. Obviously, that's not true. Lawrence Butler is still going to start against lefties. We are still going to have our top 2 be the same, and I believe Langoliers batting in the cleanup spot. I can't believe, I don't really know why. I mean, I've never really seen that before. Well, he's still going to be in center. We'll say that. I mean, that threw me for a loop, I guess. We'll put, I think, I don't know, Geloff will probably bat cleanup. No, it'll be Geloff 3. Langoliers cleanup. Bleday will bump down to 6 with Andujar in the 5 spot. Then we'll go Bleday, Urshela, Soderstrom, and Wilson. Give me a comment if you think those lineups are good. I won't be doing too much micromanagement of the minor leagues. And by the way, Luis Urias is going to be on waivers. That's just so I can get Muncy up to the 40-man, because in real life, I believe, I actually don't know why, what the difference is. There was some difference. I didn't feel like changing. I think it made our roster worse. That's why. Just leave it at that. So let's go over our schedule, and we'll talk about how we're going to do this series. Opening day is at Seattle, and George Kirby is going to get the start. Obviously, in real life, George Kirby is on IL, so he won't actually start this series in real life. Then, obviously, it's a 4-game set to begin the season against the Mariners. Then 3 at home in the home opener. We play the Cubs. Then we go to Colorado to face the Rockies. Then back home to face a 3-game set against the Padres. Then 3 against the Mets at home. Then at Chicago, at Milwaukee, versus Texas, versus Chicago White Sox, at Texas. Then in May, we wrap up the 4-game set against Texas, at Miami, versus Seattle, versus the Yankees, at Dodgers, at Giants, versus Anaheim, a 4-game set, versus the Phillies, at Houston for the first time, a 2-game set here, at Toronto for a 4-gamer, versus Minnesota for a 4-game, 3 against Baltimore, 3 against Anaheim, 3 against Kansas City on the road, 4 against Houston at home, 3 against Cleveland, 3 at Detroit, 3 at New York, 3 at Tampa. Then the Giants at home, Atlanta at home, Toronto at home, and then the All-Star. That's the first half of the season. So how we're going to go through this franchise, I'm going to basically be doing every month, once a week we're going to have an upload. We're going to be going through a full month. So next episode, next Friday, we'll be going through March and April. Obviously, we're not going to be doing, just March. That would be kind of absurd. We are going to be doing opening day, guaranteed. I'm probably going to be doing this. Next episode will probably be a longer one. I want to do. I don't know. I don't know how I want to do it specifically. I probably want to do 2 games per episode. I'll pick out 2 or more games to go through. We will be doing the managed. Probably I want to do. I don't know. I don't know how I want to do it specifically. I probably want to do 2 games per episode. I'll pick out 2 or more games to go through. We will be doing the managed mode. If you haven't seen it, you will see it. You'll understand. We'll be managing the game. We won't be playing since that would be too much of an advantage. And that is how this series is going to go. We are going to be rebuilding the, I guess, just athletics because they don't really have a home. And they won't have a home in this franchise, I guess. Well, that's going to do it for a shorter opening episode. If you enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you next time on Monday when we have the Madden 25 franchise with a wild card game. But next Friday for MLB The Show 25 opening day against the Seattle Mariners.